Hi everybody, and thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing a few videos on media manipulation. Those are in the pipeline at the moment, but last night I was watching TV with my wife and this abomination came onto the TV screen. This is Watchdog. Watchdog, it purports to be a consumer program sorting out consumer issues, but generally they just sort of have things on there that aren't really problems to most people, you know, like the vacuum cleaner servicemen. I mean, who has the vacuum cleaner service? To do it yourself, don't you? So just to get the idea, that's what they do. It's a consumer program. People write in with complaints and they pick up on the most trivial, boring complaints ever. So last night, anyway, this was the first episode in series number 35. Now, have a look at this. This is about halfway through. It's an item called Rogue Traders. There's a guy who has been selling water filters. Do you see where I'm going? He's been selling water filters, and essentially they're just taking a piss out of conspiracy theorists. Okay. Here we go, watch this.
Water. It's our most precious commodity, and yet it's everywhere. It fills our oceans and seas. It makes up 65% of our bodies, 85% of a house spider, and a whopping 96% of this lettuce. Yeah. So when we hear of a company going around bad-mouthing our H2O, telling ridiculous lies about the stuff we drink and splash about in, it's clear we have no option but to send that company for an early bath.
Here we go.
The moon landings.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Never happened.
Okay guys, that's a wrap.
Elvis is alive.
Elvis is alive.
We can go on together with suspicious minds.
Oh, and Shakespeare? Yeah, well, Shakespeare didn't write his plays. He was actually one of a race of giant shape-shifting reptilian aliens that take human form to infiltrate and control our world.
Now I wonder whose that is aimed at.
Don't I? What's going on?
So you get the gist. If you look online you can find it on BBC iPlayer. And what they do, they get this guy in who's trying to sell water filters, and now he's using chlorine as a reason to sell these water filters. Now, they stay away from fluoride. There's not a mention at all of fluoride, but it's chlorine. And this guy, he is pretty, you know, he's using some scare tactics. Just the way the BBC use scare tactics against people to pay their licence so that they can afford to pay their paedophiles. So, essentially, this guy, if it had been somebody stood there who actually knew what they were talking about, then the guy would have been able to wipe the floor with that all right. I think it were all set up anyway, but it doesn't matter, it's by the by. So you get this, and it's all conspiracy theories and all done. Now wait until we get to the end. So anyway, we get to the bit where they're going to do the reveal. Now here I am, and you've been selling us bad things. So I'm going to play this bit because it's quite interesting.
That's our cue to surprise Neil with a conspiracy of our own. Hi there, Neil. Matt, all right, BBC Rogue Traders. See, that is a nice glass of tap water. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
So why is it done that way then?
Because you're using the wrong test in the wrong way and getting unreliable results. The poolmaster who manufactured that test, so there's no way you could get a reliable result the way that you're doing it.
Okay, so he's not getting a reliable result the way that he's doing it. That's what the makers of the test says. From which I would say to him, okay, why don't you go and get the test and you do it in the way that it's supposed to be done, and then we'll see what the result is. But it doesn't. He just sort of clears off, and he just ends up running away. So I'll play this a little bit further and then move it on, because the last part of this is absolutely stunning. I found it stunning.
Associated with either branch of Pure and Cool, even though we've written to ask.
Now watch for this.
That probably tells you everything you need to know. So, everyone, raise your perfectly safe glasses of tap water and let's toast Neil Jeffrey, the very first face on the Rogues Gallery this series.
How does he do that? Now, just a quick update from some of the message.
Did you see it? Can you see it? Can you see this? Let me just adjust the camera up a tiny bit and zoom in on the bit that I'm talking about. I think probably further away is a little bit better. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, here, and a little eye at the top. See if it's get a bit of a better view when Matt comes into the shot.
One from Adam on Twitter says, poor show from Tesco, Asda and Morrison's in response to our story on laxatives, i.e. they're not going to change the way they sell them.
Can we see it now? Can we see it now? Look at it. It's plain as the nose on your face. Here, here, here. And a little eye that's sort of, it's off a little bit. And there's this bit here as well. It sort of resembles Horace. But it's manipulation. It's just media manipulation. Don't know if you can see that on there, but I will check that back and try. See if we can zoom in a little bit in between them. Can you see that now? Can you see it now? And there. And that's media manipulation. Stop paying your TV licence. BBC are taking the piss. Taking the piss. Stop paying your TV licence. There's no need to pay a TV licence. It's just going to support paedophiles. BBC, paedophiles, corruption, and, as you can see, I would imagine that's there, and of course there's a little bit at the top, and the little dot as well. So, there you have it. There you have it. After item on conspiracy theories, we've got a triangle with a dot. Taking piss. Stop paying them. Fucking pedos.